Morning, Rock Hill. Pastor Kyle here on September 12th. Just wanted to give you a recap from yesterday. We looked at basically the mission and vision of the church, and we saw in 1 Peter 2, verse 9, speaking to the church, he says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may declare the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness and into his marvelous light." Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. And he says, "Beloved, I urge you as sojourners and exiles to live holy lives before the Gentiles as you live in the place that I've given you." And so what we see is that the church is a people that's described by those qualifiers of being a chosen people, a race in which God is blending all of the races of the earth together in his people, that we are a royal priesthood, meaning that we rule and reign with him, but that we also serve in a mediating kind of way, that we are a holy nation, and that we reflect the very character of the God we serve to the watching world, and that we're a people for his own possession, and that God did all of these things so that we might declare his excellencies, the one who pulled us out of darkness into his marvelous light. And so as a church, we talk about that. We try to articulate that over and over and over again, that we are a people that are to represent God to our city, to our watching world. The way we articulate that is that we're about declaring, displaying, and delighting in the gospel through a redeemed community of sent people, meaning that we are to declare the truth of the gospel, that we are not to apologize for what God has revealed in his word. We are not to apologize for the truth claims of the Bible, that we're to display the tangible aspects of the gospel through community and through love, that there's a sense in which the way that we treat each other should demand a gospel explanation, that our lives should speak to a greater kingdom that we're part of, and that we're to delight in fellowship with our Creator and with our God. So there is a personal spiritual vibrancy that we experience through fellowship with God. We do this by making disciples one at a time, by disciples making disciples, by small groups multiplying small groups, and by churches multiplying churches. And so we would love for you to be a part of that. If you are looking to take the next step, here they are. 1, put your faith and trust in Jesus. 2, join a city group. 3, start giving and serving somewhere. 4, become a member. We've got a member class coming up on next Sunday from noon to 5. Sign up for that online. And then with all of that, realize that if you engage this way, it's going to feel like family, but you'll also get hurt, because the church is filled with sinful people. And so that's part of the process in which God is going to refine you and make you more and more like his son. And one day Jesus will return and make all things new. The church is a beautiful mess. Would you be part of it?